5 must-know hacks for finding products on Amazon. A very vague title, but I hope you will see we're going to get into some specifics today and give you 5 things you want to be looking at and looking for whenever you're researching for products on Amazon. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first things first, give this video a like. If I could shake the camera now, which I'm sure Tony's doing for me, I would ask you to like the video because it helps the channel and also makes us feel good here at Marketplace Superheroes to know that you're enjoying what we're putting together. So first things first, we are going to talk about hacks for finding better products, low competition products, and everything in between. Let's jump right over to Amazon. Let's waste no time whatsoever. As you know, the first thing we're always looking at, I'm going to search just some random products to show you. Plastic shoe boxes, just so we have something. We want this number right here to be less than 1,000. Now, a few years ago, Amazon used to have a really useful thing where they would literally tell you exactly how many results were on the Amazon platform for plastic shoe boxes. Now, they've changed that as the years have gone on because this is not designed for sellers. This is designed for customers. Therefore, they're not interested in really helping us out all that much. They're more interested in what's going to give a really good customer experience. And the reason they changed this right here was if this said 115,000, for example, that's overwhelming to a customer. There's no way they would be able to choose from 115,000 different options. So they changed this idea of like over 5,000, over 10,000, over 20,000. So when you see anything that's not got a specific number, such as 422, you know it's very competitive most likely. Now you have to also bear in mind that it depends what the search term is as well. Because if you did plastic, for example, over 300,000 items, as it says here, have the word plastic in the title. Because Amazon, they have no idea what you're actually looking for. You just typed in plastic. So if we typed in plastic shoe, now it's 50,000 because they're looking at plastic and they're looking at the word shoe and they're trying to see like what is it you're looking for exactly, because for all we know, as it says, as you show here, their algorithm thinks we're looking for these disposable shoe covers that are also plastic. Now when you add in plastic shoe box, now you're helping them. You're getting it down to 5,000 because, okay, you're looking for a plastic shoe box. We have those. These are the ones that we would recommend to you. These are the ones that are sponsored. And also these are the ones that down here are, in our opinion, the most appropriate for you on Amazon right now. So that's a little bit of SEO, but it's also something to bear in mind. We do want this to be less than 1,000 and a specific number, but we want to be very careful what we typed in, because if you typed in plastic shoe and it said over 50,000, you're like losing your mind. Whereas if you go plastic shoe box with lid and handle, still over 2,000, but look how big that keyword is, that search phrase is. It's huge. So it's long tail and there's still over 2,000 results. What does that tell you straight away? It's too competitive. Exactly. So well done. And that's what you're always wanting to be careful of. And that's a little bit of a hack when it comes to just knowing very quickly whether or not something is too competitive or not. All right. So that is number of search results. You want to see, just to use something we used in the past, just an easy one, Carboy Carrier, 155 results. So we know that one is, the competition's not so bad on it. Now, whether or not we want to sell it is another thing, because we look at the BSR, which is going to be our second tip right now, looking at BSR ranges. BSR ranges, what are we looking for? Well, we're going to give some updated advice in our new Ignite program, which is our complete update of everything we've put together. Our old program still works fantastically well. We just added in some different things to expand your search on Amazon to enable you to sell more items, because Amazon has grown over the years since we started putting together our programs. With that in mind, like I've talked in this channel about BSRs of 30,000 or less, and I will update that in the future at some point. For now, looking 30,000 or less in most categories still gives you so many products to sell, way more than we could possibly sell. When we're looking at BSR, we want to make sure this is less than 30,000. Now, 86,000, it's not interesting. It's out of range. 59,000, arguably out of range. 50,000, it's not great. It's not doing that much business. Something like this though, a Carboy handle, 22,000, is somewhat interesting. So if we search Carboy handle, we're using the first hack, Results 340, that's fine. And we look down here, we can see there's not that many carboy handles on Amazon at all. And this one here is doing 22,000, 41,000. So what we want to see here, ideally, right, is something that's like, it would be lovely if it was about anywhere from 5 to 10,000, and then everything else was like out of range, above 30,000, or like way up the range, 28,000, and they need loads out of range, because that tells you that 1 or 2 products have done really well and the other ones just haven't done it quite yet. And then what you'd want to do is you'd want to see what is it about this product that makes it work so well. Now the price point's not great. We want something that's above 10 bucks at least, but I'm really just giving you some rules just so you can be thinking about this as you're doing your research. This one we would rule out from a price point of view. Let's say though the price was fine, it was $15 or something like that. Then yeah, we'd be somewhat interested because we know it's not going to make that many sales, but it's low competition, so it's good. Now on the other hand, if we go bento box, let's look at that. Over 2,000, we know it's not good straight away. But as we come down, we look at the BSRs specifically here. Again, using the DS Amazon Quick View tool, 350. Wow. In kitchen and dining, that thing is selling hundreds a day on Amazon. 88,000, out of range, obviously. 5,000, 618. Oh my God. 66. So look how low the BSRs are. They're so low. So the volume is massive in this market, but it's so hard to get in here because there's just too much volume. There's too many people doing well. Whereas if we had to search bento box, we would have seen that there was a product that was doing, was 2,000, then everything was way above that on this page, and there wasn't all that many of them. That'd be great. But as you can even see here, all these bento boxes, there's so many different colors, so many different designs. It's impossible to know which product we would actually go for. So that's something that, again, that we have to bear in mind when we're doing our research. So that really gives us, the first hack was the number of results. Second hack, BSR ranges. Now let's keep going and look at another hack. Next hack is what we call seed items. We haven't really talked about too much on the channel. And a seed item is, we take an item and then we segue search off of the item. Segue search means we look at a product, what's related to the product, and we start getting more product ideas based upon these related items. So let's just go and take a look at an example. And what you'll see is when you've got a good seed item, you get lots of related items. You start to go down this rabbit hole. So we're gonna go with a raised garden bed planter. So this is a raised garden bed with self-watering planter box, fine. Go down here now. Sponsored products related to this item. So then we have this type of product, which is different to this, as you can see. So we'd open that in another tab. Now we're segue searching, right? That's what we're doing at this point in time, because we're looking at different items, not the same as this type of an item. They're a little bit different. They look a bit different. They provide a slightly different function, and we're opening those up in new tabs. This is a tiered one. We can do that. Let's see if there's something completely different here that is in no way related. That's also something that's interesting as well. So it's a metal, so that one's one worth looking at because it's a different type of product, right? Let's keep going. So those. And again, there's 71 pages here, right? So we're seeing a lot of the same kind of thing. So that tells me that, there's a lot of products in this type of range right here. But this is interesting. We've looked at this before, I think, on the channel at one point. Vertical raised garden bed, I'm gonna say. So I'm going to search all of Amazon for that. So quite long tail, 321, that's good. And different products in there at really good price points. Good BSRs again, right? So that's nice. So that's something that's interesting. And then you start getting out of it. Look, these are different products right here. So they're not all clones. They're not all the exact same item, right? And that's important because if these were all looking just like this, that wouldn't be good. What's the hack here? Well, it's simple. We took a product that was the seed. We started finding different items related to it. Let's keep looking at other ones we saw. This is a 3-tier raised garden bed. And it's wooden, which I think is an important detail. So 3-tier wooden raised garden bed, 180 results. It's a big phrase. Now that's a big phrase, probably too big. So, I'd be careful about that. But look, the BSRs are kind of good. This one's doing well. But what happens when we scroll down? All kind of the same thing. So that would get me a little bit nervous. Although they stop being the same as we come down here. So I'd be a bit cautious of that one, but I'd look at that a little bit further. This one here now. I like this one because the price point was good. Decent BSR. Let's just see what's going on. Raised metal garden bed, I'm going to say. So all of Amazon not in that subcategory. raised metal garden bed. That might just even be a frame. $339, brilliant. And look, that one's killing it. So that's pretty good. I'm liking that. Look, there's not that many of them. So that's a really good one. So big thumbs up on that one today. And again, you can take it a step further. We go into this one now. Same strategy. Down we go. And what are we looking for? Different products that just are just different items. So that one is a different type of one, similar item. And we want to keep going and see, are there different things we haven't seen before that are totally different? There's a 2-pack. Looks like the same one we just looked at. So are people buying the 2-pack? Let's go and have a look at that, because that gives us an idea of then an offer we can put together. $165.99. Wow. If this sells, it's going to be very interesting. Okay, so it's well out of range, but the price point's high. And let's be honest, the listing isn't that good. But if you bought that product and you did it, you could easily do a 2-pack, and you could do it better than this. I mean, this is really not very nice looking, as you can see. But even if all you did was be at 124,000, let's say you were making one sale every 3 days. So that would mean we would sell 10 of these in a month, right? So 165.99 by 10. Still that 1659 in one country. What if we did over 2 continents? 3319 revenue. It's making us nearly $1,000 a month in net profit before tax. Nothing wrong with that. You know, it's not amazing, but there's nothing wrong with it. So I feel like you got to look at that as well, and you've got to think about that as well whenever you're assessing a product. You know, so lots of simple things you can do right now. There's another thing. Look, it was a wooden garden pathway. So that's another hack. So we've had, back to the start, we looked at less than 1,000. That's going to give us a sense of how competitive something is. We looked at the BSR range. We've now looked at this idea of a seed product and then segueing off it. So that's 3 and 4. And what you can do again is you can literally grab this item, save it, and start there in your next research session. That's a seed product, right? And you can get a whole bunch of these seed products, and you can start going down the path that we've been doing. So you find something like this, you search that one, you assess that product, you go down, and you do the exact same strategy over and over and over again, and you will see very quickly you're going to add more products to your research list than you can invest in. And the 5th thing I want you to do with all of this is rinse and repeat over and over and over again every day. Log your research pathways, and I guarantee you're going to find loads and loads and loads of products that are profitable and low competition. So I hope you enjoyed these 5 hacks today. Give me some love down below in the comments. Let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy this video? Even just say thanks. It helps the channel. Give the video a like, and also subscribe to the channel. And as always, if you're not part of the Marketplace Superheroes movement, down in the description or in the pinned comment, you can grab free training from us and become part of our world, and hopefully we'll work with you in the very near future. With that said, as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.